Welcome, Jimmy James Garage. I'm Jimmy. Today we got kind of an interesting video. Got me a pipe, just contemplating some things here. This is my new pipe. Thanks to Vance down there at a tobacco place there in Lewiston, Idaho. Vance is a heck of a guy, but it's not what I want to talk to you about today. What I want to talk to you about is car etiquette. For being a hot rodder, being a car guy etiquette. Let me put it down for a second. So, I did take a few notes here that I kind of am going to refer to as we go, because I wanted to have a serious chat about this because, car season's coming up. And, not everywhere. I think in Florida, their car season's kind of ending because of their weather. But most of North America, spring, summer, and fall is car guy stuff. And I think it's an important thing to talk about and to really dig into it and carry yourself a certain way. Hey, by the way, look at this little thing I picked up here, this little pipe holder for my other pipe. And it's really cool. I picked that up at a thrift store in Colfax, Washington. Look how cool that thing is. It's really unique. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, no, I got that. And of course, I have the black cherry today, and then that's my humidor. I need a humidor. I need that. I need a pipe collection and a humidor, and along with all of our car stuff, it's car guy stuff. Smokey Eunuch. That's what he had, a pipe. I think that one's dead. Anyways, I'll put it back here on the rack and get to it in a minute. But back to the car guy etiquette stuff. It's important. It's really important. And we look at this car guys and car gals, car girls, car people, and we want to be seen a certain way. We want to carry ourselves a certain way, and it's really important to me, and I hope it's important to my followers out there. Here in Jimmy James Garage, and my channel is very interactive, and go ahead and tell me some down here at the bottom here. Just text it down there, type it in on the comments about some of the car etiquette things that you believe in, and some of the car etiquette things that people are doing wrong, and share, because I'm going to cover it from my perspective, and I need some input from you guys like always. So yeah, that's where we're at. So car guy stuff, the general respect. You got to respect others. We don't all drive cool 55 Chevys. Some of us drive Mustangs, and some of us drive Dodge Vipers. Some of us drive C5 Corvettes. Some of us drive Hondas. Okay. We're going to get into that a little bit. Some of us drive kind of everything under the sun, and respect is a big thing. Giving somebody respect. We're car guys, and that's what we're going to portray. That's what we're going to be a car guy. And I think it's really important. I don't know how much to express that, but first off, be happy. That's like right at the top of the list. Happy you're a car guy. Everybody gets to sit in a car and enjoy it and drive it. As a car guy, you get to be happy. You get to share this thing with other people. I know as a car guy, if I didn't have a car and I saw a car go by, it brings a certain joy to me. And if it doesn't, go ahead and swipe off. Go somewhere else, because this doesn't pertain to you. If it's something that doesn't attract you and you don't enjoy it, then by all means, this is not your thing. But all the car people, first and foremost, it should make you happy. Otherwise, why are you doing it? And it should be happy for what you're doing, not what he's doing, not what he's doing, not what she's doing, not what they're doing, what you're doing. And that's anywhere from working on it, drag racing it, taking it to the Cars and Coffee, cruising it, just driving, pleasure driving it. Just, hey, I know a lot of guys that have cars, and they have lots of them. They sit in their showroom or their shop or their garage, and they admire it. It's something that brings them joy. Never forget that. Be happy and enjoy it. That's top of the list. And let's get to the general part of it. Let's go to a car show. A couple things in a car show. Let's just start from the very beginning. Make sure you're early. Get there early. Why do you want to get there early? Get a good spot. It's what you like to do. Be there on time and early. Get in there, less hassle. And as you pull in, the guys usually at these car shows are volunteers. They're car guys and girls like you. When I say car guys, I mean girls. I mean, anybody, kids, girls, guys, whatever. I'm just going to refer to car guys, but I'm including you. They're volunteers at these shows. Again, you're going to treat them with respect, kindness, ask questions, and it doesn't give you the right, if they have a bad day or they didn't want to volunteer, or if they're just not a car person trying to direct you, it doesn't give you the right to be a jerk to them. It's absolutely, it's not how we as car guys want to be perceived. We bring joy, we bring happiness, we bring a thing of the past. The majority of us. That's how we want it perceived. That's how you want to be perceived. That's how we want it done. So get there early. If you're going to go with friends, meet up prior. Hey, go hit the local coffee shop and meet up there and then drive in together. The first guy in line, say, hey, the next 4 guys are with me. Is there a way we can get together? It doesn't always happen, but you have to ask that. You have to let those people know. You got to let them know some of your issues. Like my buddy Chris. Chris, you better be watching. We get there. He's got this truck. It's a showstopper, by the way. It's won about every award you could win. But it's long and it's low. A lot of places he can't go, and a lot of places he has trouble squeezing in. And me with my wagon was fairly long, so I was able to kind of buddy up with him, and we like to go together, want to sit next to him, want to, share in the fun. We have ice chests and drinks and food and things like that, so we really want to be together when we're at these shows, along with my dad, things like that. So make sure you're early, make sure you go together, and give the guy, and I'm not tell him what to do. Hey, I'm this, no. Hey, we're here together. Is there a way we can get together on this? Can we go to the same spot? We'd like to be on the same side of the street. Whatever. 90% of the time, they're most accommodating to. And to be honest with you, if they're not, is it really that big a deal that he's over here and you're over there because you can move your chair? Get your chair, drag it over to his. Do you need to sit by your car 24/7? No, you don't. You really don't. That's not what this is about. So get there early. The other thing is when you get there early, show a little respect to yourself. Make sure your car's clean. Wipe the wheels, wipe the bugs, wipe under the hood. Get some little detail spray it off real quick. Get that thing ready to rock and roll because people are going to come start looking at it. Don't show up late and then out there with a spray bottle while people are starting to come up to look at your car. Now, you're ready. Got the car cleaned up. You set your chairs up. You're good to go. Walk around before it starts looking at the cars. That's one reason why you're early. You get to look. Nobody else is around. Which brings up the subject while you're looking. The last thing you want to do, and I've seen people do it, I've had friends do it, and it's just so disrespectful. When you walk up to the car and you're looking at it and you go, what smells? That smells like a Barracuda. That smells like a Mustang, None of that stuff. Nobody wants to hear it. These people are proud of what they have, just like you're proud of yours. I'm not saying that banter between my Chevy and your Dodge is not fun, because it is fun, and that's part of having fun at these shows. It's hey, the banter's a lot of it. Don't take it personal. Don't be mean about it. Don't carry on with it. But, enjoy their thing. And, it kind of gets me off the subject of the car show part a little bit, but let's face it, because a guy drives a Dodge and you drive a Chevy, is it really a Dodge and a Chevy? Because this car right here, that ain't Chevy paint. That paint was probably by DuPont or some other company. The interior is done by an upholstery guy. The engine was, coming apart and refinished by me right now. I'm putting some intake and stuff on it. So Felpro gaskets are in there. So a lot of these cars aren't Chevy when they're rolling around. There is a few that are just pure factory cars and they're out there, and that's great. But you're debating over something that they were. Yeah, they have some body panels, but a lot of them don't have the same hoods, they don't have the same wheels, they don't have the same transmissions, don't have a rear end. This was a Ford rear end in it. I don't want to talk too bad about Fords because this one's got a Ford 9-inch in it. So, so just know that when you're having the debate and the banter that, and do you think these corporations really care that much about you? You're going to just go down with the ship over it? Because the bottom line is, no, be respectful. They're out there like you. They're turning wrenches like you. They're pumping gas like you. They're enjoying it like you. Have a little banter, have a little fun, but don't go any farther with it. Back to the car show stuff. Remember, as you're walking around, probably leave your dog at home. You know, there are some dogs that can go to any car show, any place, anywhere, and it's never going to be a problem. Most dogs are not that way. They're just not. It's probably not the place for them. And believe me, we got a whole house full of dogs. We're into dogs. I have a donkey walking around here. So, but this is my domain, my space, my stuff. If they damage something, it's my stuff. Don't put your stuff on somebody else. I'm not saying your little Pomeranian in a little carry bag that's sitting off to the side doesn't need to go, because probably not a problem. But, be very, very selective. If you're that guy with the dog, your Great Dane walking through, your Pit Bull walking through the middle of it, your German Shepherd walking through the middle of it, in everybody's way, tails hitting the cars, it's just too much. It's a car show, not a dog show. And like I said, I'm not anti-animal by any means. When you're looking at the car, you can always tell a car guy, because his hands are usually behind his back or in his pockets or down by his front like this, and he's looking, and he's looking, and he's admiring it, and he's taking it in. That's what a car guy does. Everything that I do on these cars, I've seen it at a car show, I've seen it at a drag race, I've seen it at a gas station, I've seen it online, and I've admired it, and I've applied it to what I do. Take that in when you're at the car show. Don't be touching their car. Don't be doing anything like that. Don't be sticking your camera in there without talking to them, things of that nature. That's kind of as you're visiting through the cars. You get back to your car here at the show, and you're sitting there. Make yourself available, because people want to ask you about your car. That's why they came to the car show, is they want to see cars. They want cars available to them, and they want to know about your car. So huddled up in a corner, under a tent, looking like you're unpresentable to them is not what you want to represent as a car guy. You're proud of what you did. You worked on it. You put it together. Even if you didn't put it together, you brought it here. Tell them about it. Talk about it. Be honest with them. Hey, I didn't build that motor, but it sure runs good. I did this to it. I did that to it. I'm not good at upholstery. I sent it out to the upholsterer guy. I'm not good at paint. I sent it to the painter guy. I'm not good at any of it. I sent it to this guy, that guy, this guy, and I just love this car. There is nothing wrong with that stuff. Nothing wrong with it. Do I hold a special place in my heart that the guy can do everything? Who doesn't? That's a great skill to have. Everybody has it. Doesn't mean you're not a car guy. I have plenty of friends that can't hardly turn a wrench in their car guys because they love cars. And I have other friends that can turn wrenches like nobody's business, and it's fun. So make sure you're available to talk about your car. And when it's time to leave, don't be revving it up. Crack the throttle, wabba, one little thing. Oh, that's fine. Open the exhaust, hit the button, make it loud. Okay, that's fine. But that guy that sits there and goes, raga, 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 for hours, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. We were at Hot Ice Nights in Reno a couple years ago, and there was a guy in an old beater truck, and he revved it for an hour. It was wearing us out. I just was like, really? It's not a car guy. That's some guy that's in a car. It's probably his uncle's truck, and he's just revving the crap out of it. So drive out respectfully. You're usually on grass a lot of times. Streets are closed, things like that. So idle it out. Another tip. So you're idling out, and your fellow car guys broke down because he didn't start, left the door open, dome light killed the battery, whatever the case may be. Hey, stop your car, pop out, help that guy, push him off the road, push him to the side, whatever he needs. That's what car guys do. Really rolling the window down. You got it? Get out. You're not that lazy. Get out, be a car guy. Hey, what can I help you with? Don't be a know-it-all. Don't be out there telling him all sorts of stuff. If he asks you, absolutely provide him, what your knowledge is, things like that. Provide help. He's in a moment of distress. He's got his pride and joy out here. The last thing he wants to hear is, hey, look at your Chevy broke down. You want to drive in my Dodge, my Plymouth? He doesn't want to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. Respectful. That's what a car guy does. Car guy gets out there and he helps his other fellow car guys. Leave the car show, have a good time. That's what it's all about. Go to the next one. I didn't touch on the trophy thing. Do you really need a trophy? Do you need one? I got a bunch of them over here if you want one. Are they great to get? 1,000,000%. They make you feel good. You bring your car there, you shined it up, you did what you did to it, and you're proud of it, and you get recognized for a minute. No more, no less. Doesn't make you better than that guy over there or this guy over here, any of that stuff. So just relax on the trophy thing. It's fun. They got to give some out. They're never going to give it to the best car or the worst car. The car you think is great. It is what it is. Enjoy it for what it's worth. Enjoy the recognition or not the recognition, and get in your car and go home. Forget about it. That's exactly how you treat that. And I know so many guys that get wound up about it, and they're like, "Oh man, that was a piece of junk, and mine's so much better." Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares that you won at Little League. Nobody cares. Okay, so put those in perspective. Enjoy it. Applaud for the guys. Made them feel good. Somebody recognized them. Enjoy the win with them. That's what it's really all about there. It's a matter of opinion. You guys know that, right? It's a matter of opinion, and some of these are so rigged, they're a matter of their friends. So don't get too wound up in it. Really, really do not do that. So, yeah. Well, we can move on. Let me see what else I got on my notes here for car guy stuff. We did the car show, and let's touch on the cruise thing. So now they got a cruise night. Speed limit, avoid all the stuff. Here's the one I really don't like. The kid, I don't want to say kid, probably, younger guy, he's sitting out there going like this, burn them out, burn them out. Okay, he's risking your ticket, your tires, your stuff, and all the lives of everybody sitting on the side of the road. To be honest with you, that's the last thing we want to do is do a big giant burnout and freaking run somebody over. Is it cool? Yeah. Have I liked it? Absolutely. Have I done it? Of course. I think most people have. Is it cool? Probably not. You probably don't need to do it there. It's probably not the right place, the right time. But I can tell you, if you are going to do it, don't do some weak little, light them up. Actually, don't do it. But you get my point. You get what I'm getting at here. Don't be egged on. But what you want to do is, hey, thank you. All right, give them a thumbs up. Cool. Give them something, maybe just crack the rubber, just something, or just a wave. Hey, how you doing? You don't owe them. They just want to see a burnout. I don't blame them. Who doesn't want to see a burnout? But it's just not worth it. It's going to get you kicked out of the show. It's going to cause grief. A lot of people are just going to be like, what an idiot. Because most of the time, that's what people see as an idiot. I'm not saying I haven't seen some cool ones, but the risk of being an idiot is pretty freaking high. You brakes. I mean, there's 100 reasons why. Respectful. People are going to yell at you. They're going to say, hey, nice car. Thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Make sure you catch them. Thank you. Because they're saying it to you. Okay. I've seen guys just look over like, what say? Hey, thank you. Pretty simple. Of course, enjoy it. Enjoy the cruise nights. Be prepared. If your car's not prepared for a cruise night, don't go out on it. Park the car on the side of the road, put your launcher out, and watch the other cars go by. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. In fact, that's probably what I do about 90% of the time. And one reason I do it is a little selfish. I want to see the other cars. I see mine. I know what mine looks like. I drive mine. I know what mine drives like. I want to see the other ones. But you got to participate. You definitely got to participate. You got to get out there and drive it around, especially if it's roadworthy to do it. Make sure your cooling system's good. Make sure your levels are all topped off. Make sure the basic things are done and enjoy it. Put the kids in the back of it, roll the windows down, drop the top on it, whatever you want to do. It's something that's enjoyable, and go ahead and enjoy that. And again, respectful. Cars cleaned up, cars looking good, and you're respectful and you're polite and you're nice. Let's see what else I got. Oh, let's go to the drag races. Let's do the drag races. I love the drag races. Who doesn't like going to the drags? A lot of car guys don't circle track race, let's face it. Do they have circle track cars? Absolutely. And I'm not even going to really delve into that subject there. But as a car guy, a lot of car guys will take the car to the drags. It's more accessible. I know there's a few things you can do, a little round stuff and some road courses, things like that. And that'll apply to what I'm talking about. But I have experience in drag racing. And, excuse me, when you get there, they're going to tech spec you. They're going to tech inspect you. They're going to look at your stuff. That guy there works there, and he's probably a volunteer. no grief to that guy because he's trying to keep you safe and he's got to go by rules. He is not the bad guy. Are there some that are overzealous and a little bit like the bad guy? Yeah. But I can tell you right now, the nicer you are to them, the more likely he's going to let you go. Learn from him as you're talking to him. If he says something, he's digging you on something. It's, I don't know if you're going to rob a, hey, what do I need to do to fix this? I come all the way out here. How can we get this done? A lot of times they'll inspect your helmet. It's out of date. It's a helmet. Really? The helmet's out of date? I mean, some of it is really kind of dumb, but that's not for me to say. I'm not NHR rules guy. I haven't done all the testing. I don't know. I just look at the helmet and go, really? It was good last year, not this year? That's not the point. The point is the rules say what the rules say. They're most likely they can rent a helmet. A buddy can give you it. If I'm out there, I'll give you my helmet. You know, it's usually not a deal breaker. Most of the time, they're going to let you run. Just know that. 99% of the time, they will let you run if you show interest and if they remember you and you changed and fixed what you needed to fix. Plus, nobody wants you breaking your car all over the track so the rest of us can't run. Okay, so just do what he says, move on. Almost everybody gets through a tech, to be honest with you. And if you don't get through a tech, you probably shouldn't be out there. So go fix your junk. Be nice to the guy that helped you out, and off you go. It's just part of the program. When you get out there, here's a pet peeve of mine. The last thing you do, and this is the very last thing you do, and it's happened to me. The very last thing you do, and I didn't do it, by the way, I was on the receiving end of it. You don't tell people how fast your car is and how cool it is and how it's going to smoke somebody else. Don't tell them that. Don't even open your mouth. Because usually the bigger pile of crap, most likely going to run away from you. Now, can you poke and joke with your buddies and have a good time and that stuff? Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking complete stranger. Had a guy walk up to this car right here and tell me, oh, I'll be easy on you. Wait till you're at the end of the race. And he's just running his mouth. I mean, like, I know you, dude. It's like he's looking at it. He knows all about it. And he went up there and got his ass handed to him. And then he blamed it on something else, and he got smoked a second time. I'll be honest, we lined up, and I thought, oh, man, this guy's probably going to be, I didn't care. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Because we have it on video, and then we're at the end of the video. It's, wow. I mean, so don't be poking your nose into somebody else's stuff and telling them it's going to get beat or it's this or it's that. Nobody wants to hear it, and that doesn't make you a good car guy. That makes you a ding-dong. So don't be a ding-dong. Next thing is there's a lot of etiquette at the drag strip. And if you don't know, first time out there, ask. People love to tell you what to do. They love to help you out. They're glad you're out there and you're doing what they're doing. They'll be more than glad to tell you what to do and how to do it. I remember going out, I don't know, it was years ago. Had to be 30 years ago. It was a long time ago. And I did a burnout and I went up to the light. I mean, I burned all the way through the light for the most part. And that guy come uncorked. And I was like, I didn't know. I had to just burn him and then stop and then back it up, burn him again. I had no idea, Because when I burned out the tires. And I've been to the drags 100 times. Didn't even realize it, to be honest with you. And, yeah, so do as they say. If you don't know, go up and watch everybody. Do what they do. Don't just run up and start drag racing and go. Watch that light. Watch how they stage. When you come into stage and, you got to kind of wait for the other guy. Don't go up there and burn him down and get ready and he's waiting, and don't play the game. Go up together, kind of look over and watch your lights. First one's on, first one's come on, the next one, go in. If you're new, everybody knows. They got it. They get it. Just wait for the guy to be ready. We're not here to cause issues. We're talking low-level, first-time car guy going out there. The guys are drag race all the time. They know all of this. They play all the games, and they do all they need to do, and that's not what this is about. It's about the average car guy being a car guy and what kind of etiquette he needs to participate in. And being cordial, being nice, lining up, running down the strip, getting your time slip, and having a good time. That's what drag racing is about 90% of the time. It's not if you win or lose, not how fast your car goes. It's about getting it done, improving it, that kind of stuff. Because there's all sorts of, this isn't the 50s anymore. There's all sorts of fast cars. There's all sorts of slow cars. There's all sorts of cars in between. Everybody's just having a good time out there. And is it fun when a 55 Chevy lines up with another 55 Chevy? 1,000,000%. It's fun. It's really fun. It's even funner when you win. It's not the end of the world when you lose. It's just a stupid race. Nobody's racing. We're not running top fuel dragsters the Winter Nationals here. We're not out in Formosa racing for big bucks. This is car guys. That's plain and simple. Make sure your car is ready for the drags. Make sure you got your overflow tank and not spewing coolant all. I'm not saying things don't happen and you don't break stuff. I'm not saying that because people do, and it happens. But if you're prepared, it's a respect thing. It's a car guy thing. It's car guy etiquette. But that's kind of enough on the drag racing part of it. But enjoy it. Do it when you need to do it. The other thing I want to talk to you about is on a lot of the guys are going to get hit up at the gas station. That is a big place. So be mentally prepared when you're at the gas station. They're going to come up to you. I don't care what you drive. They're going to come up to you and talk to you. These cars aren't like they were like in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. They're not everywhere anymore. So when they see it, it sends them back. They're sitting there thinking, they look at this car, and a lady, let's say she's let's not get into her age, but let's say she graduated high school in 1961. And you pull up in this thing, I don't think she's going to say something to you because her mom probably had a car like this. She probably rode to school with all her girlfriends in a car like this. And the first thing they're going to say is, my aunt had a car like that, or I had a car like that. And oh, that's so cool. Can I look at your car? Yeah, absolutely. Be prepared, mentally prepared at the gas station to get hit up. Restaurants, gas station, anywhere you stop at these things, stoplight. People are going to come up to you. And what you need to do as a car guy, because you're representing me, I'm part of the car community. You represent me. Be nice to them. Be polite to them. Be cordial. Listen to what they have to say. Absolutely, because that's what it's about. So yeah, that's the gas station trip. Hey, I put it in here. You're the ambassador to the car culture. Be the ambassador to the car culture. That's great. I think we've lost this in our world. We're so much on these videos and we're so disconnected with people. When you're standing face to face with them, be the ambassador to the car. How awesome is that? We got daily driver etiquette, use turn signals, all that shit. Don't tailgate, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get too much into telling you how to drive. It's not my place where I want to be, but kind of where else I want to touch on this is social media and YouTube behavior. You guys see me, I do lives and we banter. We had one the other day, LS versus original small block Chevy, big block versus, Ford versus Dodge versus Chevy, Plymouth versus Pontiac versus Oldsmobile, blah, blah, blah. Those are fun little banters. Do I participate in them? 1,000,000%. Should I participate in them? Absolutely. Should I take it too seriously? Should I go overboard with it? No, absolutely not. Remember, what did I say? You're an ambassador to the car culture community. As an ambassador, you can poke and joke and have fun. But let's face it, that's as far as it goes. I got to relight my, while I'm doing this little chat with you, I got to relight my pipe. So bear with me. So as an ambassador of the car culture community, you really need to have fun and give credit where credit is due. When you look at a guy's car online and he's talking about what he needs to do, don't be looking at it from a point of view, I'm going to pick it apart. I was watching a video the other day where the guy was actually ported some heads. And the guy, that cherry's good. The guy actually, he hadn't cleaned it up at that point. He was just porting it. Hadn't gotten to the cleaning process and had some metal shavings in there. And I went and read the comments, and it was like, I'm not taking advice from you. Your stuff got metal shavings, and I'm not taking advice from you. It's dirty, and I'm not taking advice from you. And oh my gosh, what? Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Maybe people do it because they need a pat on the back or something. But you're an ambassador to the car culture community. And as an ambassador, if you see something you don't like, you may, I'm not telling you not to be honest, and I'm not telling you not to be um, observant, but you may ask the question in another way, like, hey, I notice there's some metal shavings in that. Was this done prior to you cleaning it up and putting it on? And he's going to say, yeah, absolutely. Thanks for noticing, blah, blah, blah. And then let's say he didn't. Guess what he's going to do? He's going to go clean it up. It's a better way to ask it or say it. You don't need to be that guy. To be that guy, you need to be part of the car club, car culture, the ambassador to the car. I got to remember that. That's a good one. The ambassador to the car culture. Be the ambassador. So when you're online watching these videos and making comments, you know, always throw the little dig about your Pontiac's better than that Oldsmobile, or your Dodge is better than that Plymouth, or your Mercury's better than that Ford, or or other manufacturers. You know what I'm getting at. There's nothing wrong with that, but no farther than that. Like I said, when you're watching these things, be very interactive, ask lots of questions, and that's it on that on the YouTube portion of it. And then let's see here. I did write some final thoughts. This is a great one. I have to pat myself on the back with this one. I'm going to read this one actually. Final thoughts. Be the kind of car guy people want to park next to. So that's where we're here at the end of this. Parking in a parking lot. We've all seen it. Driving this car, it's got great paint on it, doesn't have a door ding in it. I like it. It's shiny, even though it needs to be washed, but it's a shiny, nice car. And I go park this thing, and I'm at, let's say, the grocery store. I'm gonna run in, and we're gonna get some snacks and things and some drinks here for our car show. Where am I gonna park? Well, if you're a handicap guy, park it right up in the handicap. Got plenty of room. Nobody's in the door dinging. Stick your little placard in the window of the handicap spot. Get out, short little walk in. Hey, it's all good if you're a handicap guy. Use that spot. We're not going to get too much into that, but yes, absolutely do that. If you have the ability to walk and you're not handicapped, what you're going to do is you're going to find the farthest spot away from everybody and you're going to park that car. And what you're going to do when you park that car, listen to me closely here, you're going to park it between the lines. Not sideways, not taking up 4 spots, not taking up 8 spots, not doing any of that. You're going to park it between the lines, and let me tell you why. First off, you're going to park it a long ways away so people can actually see the car, view the car, and it's in the open. If it's in the open, the odds of somebody scratching it, keying it, dinging it, looking on it, touching it, all that stuff, they're in the open. They feel in the open. They're like, if you park it in a parking spot and you're crowded with a bunch of cars, coat hanger in the window, popping it up, stealing it. A lot of opportunity when it's parked in amongst the cars. Door dinging it, running the cart into it, all that stuff. When you park it away, for one, you're saying, I care about my car. 2, your fat butt can walk all the way into the store. You need the exercise. And 3, it gives the people the opportunity to see it and enjoy it because that's why you have it. They can pull up next to it, out of their car and look at it. They can walk over to it. They can do all that stuff. It's awesome. And when I said between the lines, I don't know if you guys caught on to that. A lot of the Corvette guys, I'm not picking on a Corvette guy, I'm a Corvette guy deep down. They want to park it sideways and take up parking spaces. What does that do? All that does is make everybody mad that you took up 2 spaces, even though it's in the middle of BFE. It still irritates them. If you take a parking spot, nobody gets irritated. Nobody. And they're not going to most likely park next to you. And if they do park next to you, what do you bet it's usually a nice car if you do it that way? And I bet if you park it sideways and take 2 spots or park with the line right down under the middle of the hood in the middle of the car, I bet somebody parks over next to you. It's almost like you're asking, hey, park next to me because I'm a ding dong. That's it. So what do we say? You're the ambassador to the car culture. So be the ambassador. Park that thing. Park it right there, out in the open for everybody to see. Car trailer, the same thing. Park that thing away. You can walk. Don't try to cram it in there. It just makes it a more pleasant experience. I just thought this video needed to be done. I've seen it done in other aspects. in the world. And car guys are, we're a different breed. We arose from kind of rebels and that kind of nature. And I was just talking to a buddy of mine on the phone, and I was telling him what I was doing with this and putting this little outline together. And we brought up the thing about Hondas, let's say, or Toyotas. And you get this young kid out there that's 19, 20 years old, and he's got this Honda. And, a lot of the older guys are like, really, Honda? Really? I mean, why would you not embrace that guy? If he's fast and too furious and he's thinking he's somebody, he's running his jibs and all that, that's another subject. But just remember this really well. Guys that drove 32 Fords look down at the guy that had a 5-year-old Camaro. That's who they looked down to. They went, look at that youngster driving the Camaro or that Nova. I mean, was he driving a Chevelle? A GTO, really? They're driving their 32 Ford, and that's what they used to look at. We're at that age now where we're looking at these other cars. Do they belong in an old car show? No, they don't. I mean, that's kind of a dumb thing. If you have older cars only, you don't need a 2005 Honda Accord there. It's not what it's about. It's not what the show's about. Go to Cars and Coffee, and the guy's got his 2005 Accord parked next to my 55 Chevy. He's a car guy. And if he is respectful and he's an ambassador to the car culture or the car community, then yeah, absolutely, he deserves my respect, and he should get my respect. And even if he acts like a fool, doesn't give me the right to act like a fool. So yeah, let's just really take that in for a minute. That is a valid point. That's our future. Can we lean them to go to 55 Chevys? Can we lean them to really like the 41 Willys gasser? Should we? Yeah. We say, hey, that's a nice Honda, but you ever seen that 41 Willys over there? Have you ever seen that? Because that's a car. Now, as an ambassador, I'm not telling you you're not going to try to persuade them, but let's just really bring that into perspective as my final thoughts. But be that ambassador, be that guy. And it was great chatting with you. I hope you stayed to the end, because right down here are my other videos and my channel, and go ahead and I'll see you at that one. And I'm gonna have to get me a new humidor for my tobacco. It's an old jar, but I do like my little pipe rack. I think that's awesome. And then I use one of these as a tamper too. I thought that was kind of a cool idea, but you can copy that. Go ahead and take that as your own. But anyways, be that ambassador to the car community. It was great talking to you. Like I said, if you stuck around to the end, make sure I'll see you over here, or however I put it together. Have a good one.